Again.
Live,
Ooh, I see us.
Just
We're there.
Woohoo!
I can wave to myself.
Maybe not. Maybe it's up my.
There we go. Oh, it's live now.
Again.
Live,
Ooh, I see us. We're
There's
there.
Andy.
I can wave
Hello,
to
Andy.
myself. Hello.
Maybe not. Maybe.
I put my happy
It's
place
fine.
in the background there. There we go. Oh, it's live now.
Live,
Ooh, I see us. We're
There's
there.
Andy. Thanks to the right on.
I can wave
Hello,
to
Andy.
myself.
Somebody, it's on block. It's from
Maybe
A.
not.
Barley. Yeah, Rogers, we got the co-stream going on now.
So, hey, where would you recommend you watch the set? On Facebook or on Mixer?
Facebook.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, you
where's
guys.
it on Facebook, Jay?
It says
there
with
we go.
live.
Okay, I got
It's
it.
with
I
live.
got it.
Yeah.
All right. Can we go?
Yes, everybody, go.
All right. Resuming workout. 3, 2, 1, and go.
So, hey, where would you recommend you watch the set? On Facebook or?
All right. Let me get my music cranking here.
Who's got their
I have to remember I'm not on Earth.
All right. Right behind
got
Mitch.
all their music going through or the sound going through?
I don't have my sound going through anything. It'll just be on my speakers in the background. Roger says he has 2 Ians and 2 Mitches. You couldn't ask for anything better than that. Come on, Rogers. Double Ian, double Mitch. Burger, man. All right, I'm right with Andy, Mitch. I think you're just slightly ahead of us.
All right, so I'm still getting all the volume feedback. Where am I getting that from?
You
Probably
gotta,
because you have
my
Zip
mixer.
Live open.
gotta
Just
mute
pop
mixer.
Out your pop out. I have this stupid thing set on ERG. ERG.
It'll be alright, because it'll get a free ride.
Yeah.
Testing full.
No, the problem was I was shifting gears and didn't know that.
This may be the first workout I've done in about 4 months without ergon, and I'm, getting a bit freaked out. I'm boxing.
No, and no.
Not what riding yet, though.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
You'll be fine with it. It doesn't matter. You get a free ride for the intervals, so you can bring yourself to that.
I know. But I'm worried about because I dropped off the back of you guys, so I was trying to shift around on ERG. That's all right. I'll figure it out.
Just change your weight. That's what I did.
All right, let's get this bad boy shared out. Good morning, everybody. I've got a few viewers up on. This is Jason Flores from HasFlow Studios. We are on course with the FTP group test today. We're going to get this shared out in just a couple minutes. We have all our riders warming up right now. We've got live, we've got Mitch Dangramon, we've got Andy Jenner and Ian Murray from Evo Elf Racing here on live here on the left-hand panel here. I'll be scanning through and picking up our other riders. We've got Yerky Pakala here. We've got Damon Erb as well here in the mix. It is going to be a great test. I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the test that we'll be doing here in just a moment, but we're going to get this all shared out to our channels, and we are going to get started here shortly. So if you want to see the pain, if you want to see the suffering, definitely log on. This is going to be an exciting time.
Of course, Yerky moves to the front.
Yeah, I'm trying.
He knows I like to draft.
All right, I put my weight back to normal just to catch back on.
Yep.
All right, now I'm back on with Andy.
Hey, Jason, you should just wait go really light so you have no trouble staying up.
Oh, okay. I can. Oh.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm actually not. I couldn't get my guy rolling, so I'm on. You guys are close enough. I'll be okay.
Yeah, we should all stay close together.
I'm showing I might be coming through with background noise, so if I need to mute, let me know.
Nah, you're fine, Andy.
Nothing like a little Guns N' Roses. Here are my tunes to get going.
Let's get ready for some sprints here.
A couple sprints here. No, the Jerky's actually right. There is a couple sprints here.
Who put this part of the warm-up in here?
This is the one with sprints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Clearing the legs out.
Yeah. There is a test,
This
Ian.
doesn't help me on the with this stupid ergon.
What is that? That's Justin.
Hello.
Hey, what's on?
Rogers is on his way back.
I'm not getting good sensations today.
Oh, I'm getting sensations, Andy. I'm just not sure what they are.
Where'd you go, Andy?
Back here with me. Arrgh.
Can't turn that off live.
What's that?
Can't turn off the ERG live.
I don't know any way to do it.
Nope. That's stupid.
Dude, I think Bob totally came yesterday to my house and cleaned my bottom bracket and my bike and moved to the left side for me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Oh man.
Wow. Nice guy.
He's got a
Well,
wagon.
I asked him about the bottom bracket because it was squeaking really bad and I couldn't do it myself. table.
It's been squeaking for 6 months, but you know.
You're
Just
like,
imagine how much power I can put out now.
you're like, what about the cross bike and the time trial bike? Could you guys take a look at that too?
Bob, I will give you
Rogers
half of
back
my
with us.
sponsor money if you maintain my bikes.
Just for you, Kev.
All right.
All right, we are good to go, good to go. All right, we are in workout mode. Looks like everything is streaming pretty smoothly here. See if I can clean some of this up.
All right, 55 seconds, then we're going to hit a little higher portion.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, this is frustrating. Wags is on, but he is not riding there, Rogers. He's not on this.
I'm riding.
So he's
yeah,
riding,
no,
just
not-
not riding with us.
Yeah, I'm not doing an FTP test in a sling. Actually, I'm just not doing an FTP test, period.
I think that's
All
weak.
right. Bump up.
We all know he's weak.
Matt Heyman would do it.
Rogers gave you a boo, Justin.
Yeah, I'll give him a boo-boo. Whoa! Who's this group? Oh, is that the Zwift Fitness group?
Yeah. Team ODZ's, they're on course too.
Looks like I can do my warm-up with them.
Right, how far in the warm-up are we, fellas?
Got 2 more minutes on this 3-minute section.
Sounds good. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
we can
catch.
jump up.
Let me catch everybody up here. So thank you for coming on, everybody. This is Jason Flores. I'll be kind of talking us through the 8-minute test here. We've got riders Mitch Dangermon, Andy Jenner, and Ian Murray with a really beautiful background there for his riding room. That looks like something he painted on the wall there, right behind his bike. It looks really, really good. We've got other riders here. On course, Damon Erb, Yerky Pakala. We've got 5 riders, I believe, doing the FTP test, so it is definitely going to be a good time. I am on board with Yerky now, putting his warming legs at 380 watts. That amounts to something quite high. 2.4 watts per kilogram. It looks like there is a little... Yerky
Well,
looks...
you need to lose some weight, Yerky.
Yerky looks quite beefy today, as this team has strategically changed their weight so that they will be mostly together here for the FTP test. So it should be interesting. Right now they are about 38 some odd seconds apart. So we'll try to keep them together.
For Christ's sake! It sent me on the wrong course.
Oh, come on.
It sent you all you chose the wrong course. What's the difference?
I don't know. It didn't go.
Tomato, tomato.
Come on, just sprint to catch up.
God dang it.
Okay,
And I had just caught up. Ah, stupid erg. Alright. I'm not doing this garbage.
So
so
jump into right with, start the workout again, and then take
That's what I'm
forward.
doing. That's what I'm going to do.
And just skip ahead and just join us.
That's what I'm going to do.
all right. So for those watching here, I'm gonna you might want to ask, hey, I want to do an FTP test. Which test should I do? These riders are actually going to be doing an 8-minute test today. It's a little bit shorter than you've seen. The standard test that you see is an 8-minute test. So there's a little bit difference in kind of the, I guess, the focus, you would say, of this type of test, or the type of effort that you're going to be doing during this test. So normally during a 20-minute test, a very high aerobic effort is being made at that 20-minute level, but with an 8-minute test, it is actually closer to a very high VO2 max effort. So depending on your racing, you may choose one or the other as far as your benefit to be able to get you know, the most out of yourself, to get that right FTP test, to make it something that is usable for your workout, training, and racing goals. But I do have a quick little video here, and I'm going to drop that in here now as we get a little bit more information on, you know, choosing a test between, you know, an 8-minute or 20-minute test, and what we need to do. So we'll jump to that now, but we'll keep everybody live here on the side.
Hi, I'm Coach Chad Timmerman, Trainer Road's head coach. If you need help deciding if the 20-minute or 8-minute test is right for you, there are a few questions you can ask yourself. Number 1, am I on a structured Trainer Road training plan? If so, you may already have your answer. Every one of our training plans have FTP tests scheduled.
There you go, Ian.
I base my recommendations on the next question you can ask yourself. What's my cycling?
All right, we're in the 305 block, right?
The core difference between the 20-minute and 8-minute FTP test is the length of time you're required to pace. Depending on your specific cycling background, we'll steer you in one direction or the other. For shorter duration athletes who are familiar with performing at VO2 max, we commonly recommend the 8-minute FTP test. This applies to criterium racers, cyclocross racers, and cross-country mountain bikers. For athletes who are used to putting out longer, sustained efforts in their races, we almost always recommend the 20-minute FTP test. This applies to road racers, triathletes, time trialists, endurance mountain bikers, and gravel racers. The third and final question you can ask yourself is, what does my experience tell me? If you're already used to one of these formats, stick with it, even if our structured training plans tell you otherwise. So if we suggest the 20-minute test, but you're familiar with the 8-minute test, use the format that works for you. The important thing is to stay loyal to one testing format.
No, Ian will not let down. All right, so it looks like this group is coming back together, which is awesome. Got our 3 riders. Ian Murray's back on down. Got Mitch, and we've got the other 2 riders up there just ahead, about 50 seconds, not too far. Damon's on here too. Yerke's all on Discord. We've got everyone almost together here, and I guess.
Ignore me.
Looks like we're just about together here, and we should be getting started. I'm going to get an update from the guys. How far along are we on the warm-up there, fellas?
4 more minutes until we start.
4 minutes till the start. You heard it here. 4 minutes from the start. So what they're going to be doing is an 8-minute block. So a lot of times what you'll find riders to do is break this up into 2 minutes, and you feel like, hey, 8 minutes is doable, but when you kind of go through it here, you're going to see the wattages that are going to be needed to put out in order to get the numbers that we're looking for. We have all different category riders across that will be doing this test, so you're going to see wattages kind of all over the place. But in fact, you are going to need to put a very, very high level of FTP, of wattage in order to make this work. So for example, you would normally multiply the 20-minute test by 0.990, and then your 9.5, and your 8-minute test is actually multiplied by 0.90 to get your FTP test. What that means in number-wise is that you are going to need to push a higher wattage to even get that, but for the 8 minutes. And so you will definitely be pushing into the VO2 max level and really getting into the pain cave to make this happen, to make this number stick. And so a lot of these riders have a number in mind and something that they're thinking about, and they're going to go out on this first 2 minutes you really don't have the time to kind of get settled in. You've got to go from the gun, and you've got to take it, you know, by the horns and just go for the 8 minutes. So let's see what else we have up here. I'll switch over to not too far back. He's coming back. Yerky's here. Looks like he's in a recovery section here, which is bringing the group back together. I've got Damon just above him, and they're only about 15 seconds apart. I should be able to switch around pretty nicely as we go around course. And looks like Mark Johnson saying, "Get ready for the chamois dance." Yes, you are going to feel it. If you didn't put the cream on, it is too late. It is too late. It is just time to play.
2 layers this morning. 2 layers, I tell you.
2 layers. You put the first one on, let it absorb, and then put the second one on top of that in order to get extra protection.
Start with the right hand, and then move the left hand.
Yeah, 2 hands.
So Mitch, what's our target?
What do you mean?
I don't have a specific target. I'm here to support you. So.
Like 280, 285 is what I would love to see. That's for me. Okay. So I don't know. Divide that by 70.
So
no, I'm back up to. That's 280 divided by 70 is 4.
Hey, I was in the Navy.
Mitch
I
going.
just put it back to my regular weight.
Hey, Mitch, watch out. That guy to your left, he's dangerous. That guy behind you,
That's what I'm gonna do.
the rainbow jersey, watch that elbow.
Oh, you're talking my guy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Mitch, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put myself at slightly above 4. I went back to my regular weight, and then I will just pace you. I'll TT you. So now you know you're there.
I'm about the same as you, Mitch. I'm going to be aiming for about 280 for the first 2 minutes, because that's roughly equates to where my FTP is at the moment at 250. And then we'll see after 2 minutes.
All right, 15 seconds.
All right, everybody, we are 15 seconds to the first block. They will be doing this 8-minute test.
Ramping it up.
8-minute test twice, and riders are getting the signal to ramp this up. You need to get on that pedal, choose that gear, make sure you're in the place you want to be. Up.
Where you going, Andy?
Wattage is up. 5-0. Watt up. Here we go. I'm on board with Andy. His heart rate's climbing. We are 300 plus watts starting out. Right coming up on our first hill and on the UCI course. Definitely a great place to start. Going to give you some great motivation chasing people as you come around. It's been so long on this course, I don't even remember what the names of the hills were. So here we go. And he's got a solid 4.0, and Mitch right behind him at a 4.3. We actually should be doing absolute wattages because I know these guys have made their watts or changed their weights just a bit to make it a little easier on me to follow them along. I do appreciate. Let me jump back here with Yerky. He's got 416, you guys. 416. You hear that number? That's 416. Putting out at a very low heart rate of 170. 170. Very calming. A very calming rate of heart rate there that I know Yerky can kind of hold for an easy 8 minutes. He definitely has a target in his mind. He's right where he needs to be. He's got it pegged right at 4, about 400 to 425 there by Yerky. Doing a great job coming up the cobbles here, passing riders as we go. Let me jump up to Mitch here. We've got a solid 300 watts, and he's taking the route of a higher cadence here. And the train does approve of Mitch, so you get a thumbs up for that. He's taking the high cadence. He's at 103 RPM, and his heart rate is right where it needs to be. He wants to get that pegged up. This is only an 8-minute test. We're not looking at very much time on course, and they need to get their watts up. And he's right at 178 as far as the heart rate. And so definitely straight into the pain cave. No stops. Straight to the pain cave. And here we go. Let's jump up with Damon Irvin and see what he's got going on. Damon's right there too. He's got a pretty good watt per kilogram. He's at about 370 here, 340, 370, and also taking the high cadence route. We're going to see if this kind of calms down. We typically see a look to go to high cadence to be able to use the aerobic systems early on during the test to kind of save that muscular system towards the end. We'll see how these riders fatigue as we get into looks like our second minute now, moving into the third minute just shortly here, but riding down the hill up our second KOM climb here on the Richmond course. Let's jump back with Andy and Mitch here.
Come on, guys. I bumped my weight back up for you.
On board with Andy here. He's got 319, 313, 319, headed back up the second hill, and Ian's doing a great job at pacing these fellas, making sure that they stay honest and that they are chasing. Yerky here is just 2 seconds behind. He's coming up First Street here. 396. If you know Yerky as a rider, he is typically about half the weight you see him today, but he is double the power. He is putting down 380, 400, coming up this hill, getting very close to his maximum heart rate here, and getting that cadence right around 95, which is a great place to be. We're about 3 minutes in. I'm going to have Ian call the numbers of how much time we have left, because since he is in the workout, that'll help us out a little bit, and then the riders will know kind of how much is left and how much more to go.
420.
There we go, halfway to go. We're at the 4-minute mark. Just about 4 minutes here, fellas. We are taking our way through the first set here. This is the first of 2 8-minute efforts that we'll be doing today. Yerky comes around, he's headed right back downhill, and he's still holding 400 plus watts. He's going to need to hold that for
4 minutes.
For the FTP that I do know that he has, definitely 400s, high 300s, low 400s is going to be where he's at. And Yerky has definitely become a force to be reckoned with in the A group. Very fast, very quick, very strategic, and has now come up the ranks and now could easily be called a KG veteran, as my co-host Dr. Haskell would say, because of the fact that he's very strategic in the fact that he uses the riders around him. So definitely watch out for him in the A races as the season comes back around here on Zwift, or actually does it even ever end is the question. So we're back up with our group here with Ian Murray, and he's leading this group quite well with Mitch and Andy here. We jump back with one of the guys as far as their watts are concerned.
Courage, courage, boys, courage.
3 minutes.
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Make sure you guys are pegged. Cadence is going really well here. You're looking at about 95 to 100. That's right where you want to be. Really need to push. We've got the pain faces, pain caves going. We got Mitch's bobblehead background there. He's making sure he keeps his elbows in. We don't want any of the UCI commissioners, complaining that elbows out and kicks and punches and that sort of thing. So definitely need to be careful on his stream there.
Hey, greetings everybody. Petty the Peddler.
Hey, Petty.
Hey,
Yes, yes, yes.
We've got the pain cave going here, Patty. We've got five riders here doing a FTP test here live for everyone's viewing pleasure.
Good for you guys. Whatever works for you.
He's like, you're crazy. I came to do a zone 2 workout. What are you guys doing? Less than 2 minutes. We've got less than 2 minutes in the first 8-minute block.
Oh, shit. Go boys, let's go.
Go. Mitch, stay on top of it, Mitch. Stay on top of it. Plenty of headroom there. You've got 2 minutes to go. Put it down. Grip those bars. There you go. Make sure you breathe out. Big breaths out. Big breaths out. Get that air out. Let it come back in.
You got this, Mitch. You got this. Come on. Courage.
Right. Let's see if I could jump up. Cayman is just around the corner. I won't be able to reach him until we make this turn. There's a lot of people at the start-finish line here at the UCI Worlds course. Definitely when they turn on this course, it is a popular course to be on. It used to be one of the only courses we can be on and the only ways we can go, and you could only go forward and not backwards. So here we go. We're coming through the final bit. Andy's definitely pushing. We've got 60 seconds, fellas. 60 seconds on the clock. If you've got it, put it down, drop a gear. We've got, think of 1,000 meters to go. 1,000 meters to go. think of Bussy. Well, no, don't think of Bussy. Push, and he's pushing. He's 300 plus watts. We're coming through the start finish.
Angry, think of it right
Come
now.
on, Mitch. Let's go, Navy.
Free Sagan. Free Sagan. Get him back in the tour.
They're coming. Mitch is coming down to the 200 meter mark. We are coming through the start finish.
Come on, Mitch.
Less than 30.
I'm not doing this for nothing.
Push, 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 push. Keep that heart rate up. Cadence looking great, Mitch.
15.
And we are 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Everything we've got. These riders putting everything on the table. You can see their faces in the stream, and it is not comfortable. It is not comfortable at all. And confetti's flying.
3,
we should
2,
be just about there.
1.
All right, all right. We are in the first rest block. We are in the first rest block. Great job to all the riders. We've got one more to go. We are not letting you off this easy. Catch your breath, grab a drink.
So watching the tour right now.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
There's two. You won't be surprised at the colors of the teams driving the peloton.
What are you, a racist?
It goes in order of GC ranking, like their whole team's lined up.
Nice.
Okay. Order responsibility. Makes sense.
All right.
That hurt.
And then this one time, like, did this crazy, and then, like, did this, and he...
All right. All right. All right, for those riders on the live stream, thanks for joining us today. And the viewers want to know, why is Andy smiling so much in so much pain? He just gets prettier and prettier as the minutes go on. And so for a lot of people, this 8-minute test is actually pretty new. So kind of the thought behind the FTP test, I'm going to actually drop a quick video in here to help give us a little bit more insight on the 8-minute FTP test and kind of why and how we use it.
Hi, I'm Coach Chad Timmerman, Trainer Road's head coach. Before you do your fitness assessment, there are 6 important things for you to know. Let's dive in. The goal of an FTP assessment is to determine your current level of fitness. We use the results of your FTP test to then customize every workout you do on Trainer Road. I have written instructions that will guide you through your FTP test. These instructions will display on your device's screen. When you take your test, follow the instructions. They will be your greatest resource and guide you up until the final minute of your assessment. Your FTP test is broken down into 3 parts: a 28-minute warm-up, 2 8-minute assessment intervals, and a cool down. The warm-up consists of a few big efforts, but don't worry. These efforts are designed to prepare your body for the testing intervals ahead. After the warm-up, you will then enter your first testing interval. During your testing intervals, ignore your power target. This is your time to focus and push yourself. That said, do not make the mistake of going into your testing interval too hard. It's best to gradually work your way into things. When it comes to testing well, proper pacing is absolutely
All right, we'll bring everybody back in here. So just a little bit more on that. Hey, Rogers got spoilers in the beam chat. I love it. Don't look at the beam chat.
If you won in the break, is that even really a break, or does that just mean all the GC contenders got dropped?
Hey, stop!
Can't believe that Ari abandoned.
Everybody just went home. They just stopped and said, "We're done. We're done."
Rider protest.
Chris Froom's head unit stopped working, so he called a stop to the whole race.
Yeah. Maybe he just forgot to start his Garmin, so they had to go back to the start and do it again.
He got lost. Be like, guys, can we start again? Because I need to do an average pace, and I've forgotten what it is now.
Yeah, I don't know what my numbers are going to be today.
So I have a philosophical question for you guys, and this may generate some conversation. If one of the Tour de France riders came out as transgender and happened to win, whether it's female to male or male to female, would that alter how it goes? Because, I mean, that's not really fair on some levels.
Hey, yeah, I think my concern would be whether there's any hormone therapy going on from female to male and whether they had a two or not.
Well, I mean, if you don't have the testosterone growing up, then you're less likely to have the benefits from your training as an adolescent. By going from
Are you saying there's a legal advantage to doing such a procedure?
Well, I'm just
male
thinking, what about
to female? You've already got some advantages from your testosterone growing up. Even if you then have hormone replacement therapy to bring down your testosterone, you've had the benefit of your training earlier in your life.
Ask Robert Miller.
Yeah, but that was post career. I'm talking in mid race.
So you're saying if Caitlyn Jenner entered the Tour de France and won?
I'm just saying, what if Chris Froome told us tomorrow that he's Christina Froome?
I'm not sure if female athletes are allowed, are they, in the male race, or is
That's
that
my
just
point.
That would be true.
What's the legality?
It means everyone in the whole world just got chicked.
Kev says I'm overthinking the tour.
Sprint stages. These are not conversations for a mountain stage. These are conversations you have in the middle of a sprint stage. They're not conversations you have on a mountain stage where stuff is actually happening.
Right.
So if I take back to the test, if I just do one 8-minute interval and multiply times 0.88 instead of 0.9, I'm good, right?
No.
2:30 left before we start again.
Well, they do say if your two intervals are more than 10% apart in the average, then you should discount.
A second.
You should discount averaging them.
We are actually going to break that, and everyone will break their times in a second.
Oh, Coach Jason, you got them to do the
8-minute test.
2 times 8 minutes.
Two times 8 minutes, man. This is the.
We wanted to do the 20-minute test, and we revolted.
And I said, I just want to use that new Garmin app that gives you your FTP, and I'll ride Zone 2 and see what it tells me.
All right, we just have a short we just have a short bit to go here before the riders start their second 8-minute test. Definitely
90 seconds.
90 seconds. We've got 90 seconds before we start. Definitely lively commentary in between there. I apologize to some of our viewers. But definitely interesting nonetheless. So we've got most of the guys still together. Remember that we've got 5 riders. Let's see, we've got Andy Jenner here. I'm on board with Jyrki Pakala. We've got Damon Erb in the mix. And we've got plenty of people on Discord kind of adding to the chat. So thanks for jumping in on that. We've got a lot of riders as well watching. We've got plenty of people. We've got Kev Steven here. Making comments. Thanks for joining us there. And see, we got Mark Johnson here as well. Justin Wagner riding around at Zone 2, but he's moved.
So Ian and Mitch, can I just ask them a question before we start?
I put in a request to have my right arm pinned down to my avatar, but they're still fulfilled.
30 seconds.
Talking,
30 seconds.
Talking here, Justin.
Thank you, Ian.
So, Ian and Mitch, the level of heckling today so far has been pretty poor, don't you think? It's not up to the usual standards when you're doing your Ogie's drifters.
Well, it's just you're more comfortable behind the keyboard.
15.
15 seconds. 15 seconds. So Kev, Steven,
Ten.
the call out has been made.
You won't be able to talk. It'll be a lot better.
Yeah, it'll be
5,
a lot better.
3, get on it.
I'm on live.
And go.
Go, 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 go.
Pain,
Yerky.
pain.
Straight up to the wattage that you guys were just at. Thinking about the target that you were just at, you need to make sure that you maintain that wattage. You've already gotten yourself an idea of what wattage you have gotten in the last set, so what you want to make sure you do is at least hold that number. So right on here on board with Yerky Apocalypse, we've got straight up to 395. We knew that he put in low 400s on the first one. What he's going to try to do is break through. He's done the smart thing. He's got high cadence on the beginning end of this for the first 2 minutes. Very, very smart, right up to 400 watts. I'm going to see if I could jump back. I think our other riders are just off here in the distance. I'm going to need to do a couple clicks here. Let's see what I've got. And there they are. I've got Andy there and then Mitch behind him. So I've got Andy straight up to 300 watts. Heart rate straight up to 170. Ian's right there with him, pacing him, make sure he stays honest and on the pedal. So it looks like Andy's going to try to push just over 300, which I think is a smart move. I definitely think there's just a bit more there, so I'm going to ask him to really, really push. Good morning to Pat as he jumps on the live feed. Welcome, welcome. Pat always enjoys a Sufferfest, as we all know, and they make
creating the Sufferfest.
This is correct. You know, he's got some of those really, really painful workouts. And if Andy is talking, I don't think he has enough watts putting down to the pedals there. He's trying to heckle his own workouts. He feels the heckling level is not very high, but Pat is on. He's probably, no, he's not on the bus yet. It's only 4:49 and wondering why the heck all these guys are awake and have already been riding for an hour and he can't understand it. Ian and Andy come around the corner. See if I can get back to Mitch back here. There he is. Mitch is there. We are not going to let Mitch down. He's at 265 as he comes around the turn. He's got one rider right behind him chasing hard. He's going to need some riders. He's going to need some motivation. He's not going to let gaps open up. He needs to visualize here. He's coming into that final bit. We're looking at, it would essentially be somewhere between 3 and 4K to go, finishing up these rides. He's got Buckingham on his wheel saying, wow, this is an amazing wheel to hold. This guy's got steady power, steady cadence, and I can just hold this wheel all the way to the finish line. As Mitch comes around this corner straight to our second sprint point. That wattage is dropping just a bit, Mitch. We need to get you back up, 250 plus, 250 plus.
Go back to Mitch.
Go for it.
I just can't get a gear to settle in.
There you go. There you go.
Andy. Come on, Mitch. Come with me.
All right. So Mitch's eyes are up, looking just about a minute ahead of himself. He's going to keep his eyes up. Keep on that pedal till you get to Ian. Do not let off. Keep that number up. Push, push, push. Grab those bars. Right, let's see if we can move up. Ian is dropping back just slightly to grab up. I'll go back up to Andy, see if I can get up to Damon. Andy's looking strong at 300, 301. We're going to make sure that number doesn't show a 2 and does not show anything below 275. He's shooting for above 300 watts here. And Pat updates us. He is on the train. He's commuting down from the Embarcadero today. So he's on the train enjoying this. And I'm sure he'll... he says a couple zombies have overrun Richmond again, running around. So back on board Yerky. He's got 350 watts. 350 watts. 350 watts. And just pushing up. There we go. He's 378.
Come on, fellas. Stay strong. Stay strong.
4 minutes.
We are looking at 4 minutes ago. You are halfway to go. This is the hardest thing that you will do today.
Come on, Mitch.
Everything else is just easy. So jumping back, yes, Yerky's still at the 400 watts. He's at 184 beats per minute. And if you're just joining us now, these are real people on real bikes putting out on verified setups. Not those hokey things. These are real things, real power meters calibrated to these games. And those heart rates are real. So Look, we're looking at 185. Yerky looking very strong at 9.
Come on, Yerky.
At 100 RPM still, meaning that he's got it in the tank. He is going to go 420. He's really digging deep. He knows he's got under 4 minutes to go.
Mitch, where are you?
See if we can get up to. Oh my, there it is, Damon. Damon's looking really strong. I made it up to Damon. He's got 376. Very, very strong rider. 99 RPM. It's really looking good. No, push.
Keep pushing.
All right. So finishing up. All right, so we've got 2 riders together here. We've got Yerky still putting 330, 340. Gotta push there, Yerky. Get it all the way up and over 400. We need to get all the way above 375, 380. There you go, Yerky. Now you're on it. We've only got about 2 minutes and some change left. I'll get the update from the clock here. 220. Just about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. This is nothing left. We're looking at 2,000 meters to the line. Visualize, breathe. Get a good handle of the bars and put this away at 120 seconds to go.
Let's go.
And that is a famous saying that we have from our night train that anyone can play the full. 2 minutes to go, 120 seconds. This is nothing, and we are looking at great wattages and a great performance so far by everybody across the board. And let me jump back one rider here. We're looking
Finish line is in sight, boys. Finish line is in sight.
We're looking there. We're looking at. We're going to be getting the 1K to go. We're going to get the 1K to go, 1K to go in just a moment here as we get to 60 seconds to go. We're going to ask all riders to put everything they've got into the final bit. We are 30 seconds from there. Andy's doing great with pushing 300 watts. This is a really good number for him from what our history shows. So it's looking really good.
Rule Britannia.
All right, we should be coming up on the 60-second mark here any moment now.
60 seconds.
Go, go, go. Everything you got for 60 seconds. Show them what we got. 4.5 jumps up, Andy. 420. 420 is not going to...
70 seconds. Wait, what?
Wait, what's going on? What is going on? Andy is not going to let this go below 325. He's going to stay on top of that pedal, get it all the way over 325 for the final 1 minute. Nice and steady. Dig, dig, dig. We've got everybody pushing as hard as they possibly can for the last 45 seconds here. We're looking at close to 30 seconds as we come up. 30 seconds as we finish. Push, push, push. I see 365. 365. He's undershot himself. Probably could have done that the whole way. That 375 is probably just sandbagging us for the whole 8 minutes, and he's going to bring it out in the last 30 seconds. Final bit here. Yerky says, I've got this. I'm going to put down 500 watts for the final bit here. Up off the saddle, peaking out 180 beats per minute. This is no joke. And he's at 185, and it looks like we just finished our 8-minute block for all the riders on course.
All right.
And Eric Denning has just arrived in the chat here on Zwift Live, and welcome in classic Denning style has arrived right at the end. So welcome and good morning.
Thanks,
I pulled back 6 seconds on Andy in the last 90 seconds.
Nice job, nice job. So our 5 riders today and our live cameras here on the left, we've got Ian Murray in the bottom left corner. We've got Andy trying to hold back and not let the chunks fly here in the middle camera there. And we've got Mitch there at the top trying to spin out those heavy legs after an amazing, amazing 8-minute effort on everyone's behalf today. Finishing up the workout in the cool down here as we go across. We're gonna jump on board and we're gonna get a couple comments from some of the riders there as they catch their breath. I think we'll start with Mitch. Hey, Mitch, you online?
Yeah, I am.
Tell me a little bit about how that first 8 minutes went, and are you happy with how those numbers are looking?
I mean, I think if you look at the total of the test between the 2 8 minutes, I probably went out too fast the first 2 or 3 minutes, and I don't think I was able to recover fully for that second effort.
It's tough, and that brings up a really good point. So one thing about this 8-minute test, it does speak to things as being able to recover under these too high efforts. So it lets coaches and riders know what kind of training they may need to adjust in order to be able to get that to be able to match, or to be able to get that number in the second half. So a lot of that is essentially base aerobic work there. So next up we've got Andy. Yeah, go ahead.
Quick.
Yeah, sure.
So I think it also speaks to pacing.
It does. I mean, absolutely.
Often, like if you look at my time trial I did last year, 40K, I started way too fast. So for me, it's always my mouth is bigger than my stomach, or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah,
eyes
no.
bigger than your stomach, yeah.
Eyes bigger than your stomach. Yeah, a lot of times, you know, I think some of the best coaches out there with pacing is you want to kind of keep it on the low end as you start up and kind of build. But when you get to the line, you get that red mist, and it's hard, and you feel like you're strong, and sometimes it just gets to you, and you just see it time and time again. But you know, this 8-minute test is, and along with the 20-minute test, they're hard to pace. It's difficult to pace, so it's not an easy thing to do. It looks like Andy's caught his breath. He's done his hair. He's brushed his teeth. We'll jump on here with Andy, and we'll ask him how his 8-minute test went today.
I think pretty good. So I knew what to hit my current FTP, what I needed to start at, or what to maintain. So I started the first 8 minutes at that level, and then felt okay after 2 minutes. So slowly wound it up. Sort of held steady the first middle 4 minutes, and then ramped it the last 2. And it was hard work, but I recovered quite well. And the second 8, I tried to go out stronger, and I just hold a steady 300 the whole way. And that kind of, it was hard. I was up and down a bit, you know, just couldn't really settle in a gear. So I was up and down between sort of 290 and 310, kind of up and down as I sort of caught myself dropping. But I think I left it all out there, so I think I can be happy. And I think it's definitely an increase in FTP. It will be when I do the maths, but which is bad news for the next set of workouts.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Great pacing strategy.
No, I definitely think it was. And looking at the wattages for that second half, I think the second half of the second 8 minutes, we were able to see higher numbers, which I think allows you to kind of some headroom to be able to move forward. And I think you did a great job there. So great job, Andy. Let's see. We could jump on with Yerky. Yerky, you got an open mic there?
Yep.
Yeah, see, a lot of people think that Yerky is actually a bot from ODZ, that he doesn't actually exist, and that we just put him on course to make people angry because he's so fast.
Leg destroying bot.
Exactly. So he is an actual real person. So he's here online on board with us, and tell us how you feel like the 8-minute test went, and are you happy with the result? Those numbers were quite impressive today, Yerky.
Yeah, so my target was 385, and I went too high for the first set, and I paid the price for the second one. So. And not quite happy.
Yeah. So one thing that we'll find as you get to kind of that upper echelon, or that upper limit, you're going to see gains kind of at a slower pace than you would, for example, let's say on a starting rider for a C and D category rider. You'll find that the gains are a bit more slim in the single-digit wattages sometimes. That you'll find. So Yerky's been doing a lot of work. He's been working hard. I think he's been on ODZ over a year and a half, and he's really hammered it. But you know what? I think overall, seeing Yerky healthy more than sick in the past year, I think he's done a really great job in dialing back his workout to make sure that he can continue to work out. So he's been kind of plagued with some colds and things like that, as we all do, but I think he's done a great job with finding that sweet spot, and you did a really great job with that today, Yerky. Kudos to you.
Yeah, add some flavor to that, Jason.
Sure. Yeah. What do you got, Justin?
As you begin to see that the FTP gains are harder and harder to get, you need to look for maybe other avenues to improve your fitness. Specifically thinking through increasing your CTL. So that'll basically be interpreted as increasing the amount of time you can hold your threshold, and building more endurance. And that's just done through increasing the volume. Same kind of training as the same FTP, just more overall load per week, and that'll make you recover faster, and you'll get faster just because you can attack more often during a race.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of
those are great points.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely changing up stimulus, because a lot of times with time crunched cyclists, what you'll find is you know, you'll only have a certain amount of time to be able to devote to it. So when you get to that moment or that time where the FTP numbers are just kind of sticking, that is a good place to go. Let's see, Damon Erb, you got an open mic up there. You kind of ahead of the group. You were putting out some great wattages. You still on?
Yeah, I'm here. It went pretty good. It was hard for sure. I think I went out a little bit soft on the first one and felt pretty good towards the end, so I ramped it up. And then on the second one, tried to go out a little harder. I'm like, Yerky, I paid for it. It hurt.
Yeah.
But, I was able to finish it. It was pretty good.
Do you feel these wattages kind of translate to kind of I know you do a lot more mountain biking and that sort of thing. Do you feel like these wattages are something that you can use kind of on climbs, and are you able to use that in that type of riding that you do and racing?
Sorry, I couldn't get to my push to talk. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a different kind of riding. But if I find a long, steady climb, then this translates pretty directly. I don't have a power meter on my mountain bike, so it's more feel and kind of a threshold heart rate, but they seem to align pretty well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's important for people to understand that this power number is useful in all that we do, whether it be perceived exertion or it be an actual power number on board. So it looks like our next group is ready to go. Patty's on, Matt Roth, and Justin. Looks like everybody who didn't do it, Mark. It looks like our next 5 riders, we could load them up and lock them go, and we'll do it one more time.
All right, here we go.
That's a bit messed up.
I've been holding this for 50 minutes. Just keep it up for another 20. We'll call that the test.
Polite pass.
Yeah.
And then I'll train based on that number for the next 6 weeks. Perfect.
So, gentlemen, I have about 2 more hours. I'm going to switch over to the rollers here. Who's going to join me for 2 more hours?
The wagon will still be rolling.
The wagon's going.
3-0.
Yeah,
I got another 40 minutes.
For flat roads.
I'm not doing flat. I'm going to do some hills.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
No, just got to race or train for what I'm racing for.
I suppose you're not going to use both of your legs.
All right. So everybody that's on Zwift Live, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We got plenty of viewers, plenty of heckling going on. And so it looks like there's a couple talks of possibly doing a weekly FTP challenge. I don't know if we have enough riders that we could go through to do that, or that we're crazy enough to do this. So, but again, thanks to our 5 riders and everybody who jumped on board. Everybody that jumped onto Discord to put their 2 cents in, and we hope that we could made you at least an entertaining time here at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. here on the Pacific Coast time. So thanks again for joining us, everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you on course.